Hey everyone, this is Nick here. I just wanted to give you an early glimpse into the MVP of the Incodium wallet, and this is really an early stage skeleton of the actual app, but I wanted to talk about different parts of it because I think it can really help people to understand just how Incodium works and really how convenient and revolutionary the technology can be for cryptocurrency investors. So right now we're looking at the main screen, and when you install the Incodium mobile app on your device and create an account, the account can be created without setting up a personal address and second security verification. Once you create an account and log in, you'll notice that the balance and address are not displayed because you haven't set up your personal address and second security verification. So if you don't set up your personal address, a transaction cannot be generated and your Incodium or Ethereum can't be transferred from one person to another. So you'll need to make sure that you set up both your personal information and second security verification, and you can do this separately in the settings section after you set up your account. Okay, so let's go to the settings menu. So on the settings menu, you can see a user's basic information, and this is where you can set up your personal address. You can create a personal address through the Create button and set the password to be set on the Ethereum platform. And just to clarify here, setting your password isn't related to the Incodium mobile wallet per se, but it's used for exporting purposes in case of future device change. And the toggle buttons at the bottom are where you set up your second security verification. And once you set up both of those, that's when you're able to start making transactions. So if you press the Create button in the personal address section, the personal wallet will be created and the password at the bottom should be set, and then it's complete. And after setting second security verification, click the Save button at the bottom to save all setting. Okay, so going back to the main screen real quick. So once you set up your personal address, you'll notice that the personal address is now visible on the main screen of your Incodium wallet. And this is really the confirmation point that tells you that you can begin making transactions with Incodium and Ethereum through the wallet. So when you click the copy button on the right side of the address, that'll allow you to save the personal address to the clipboard and use that for transactions. And when you click it, you'll notice the message appears and we're ready to make our transaction. So either an Incodium or Ethereum transaction can be performed, but only one type of coin can be used in a given transaction. So you'll notice that if you enter the amount of Incodium, for example, the other side with Ethereum becomes inactive, so you can't input the quantity there. So you'll need to enter the recipient's address to send coin, and if there's an address stored in the clipboard of the user device, you can easily input that through the paste button. In the Incodium mobile wallet, gas is consumed when a transaction is generated, and the gas automatically displays in real time. So the gas fee is automatically displayed, uses the JSON API provided by etherchain.org, and you can adjust the quantity. So once all of the information has been entered, you can access the final step by clicking on the Send button. In order to make a final transaction request to the Ethereum platform, it must pass the second security verification. If it cannot pass, it cannot send to request for processing. And the second security verification really confirms whether the user who is sending the current transaction request is the user of the device or not. And if it passes, then the final request will complete. If you touch the Cancel button when the pop-up window is created, the final information will not be sent. So when second security verification is passed, the confirmation message appears for a couple seconds and the transaction is completed. And you can check the progress of the transaction in the My Transactions section. And this is where you can distinguish between a sent or a received transaction. And this section uses the API of etherscan.io to provide information to users. And transactions that have not been processed are marked in progress, and the time is not displayed in the timestamp. And once the transaction is complete, you can check the result value or the final balance of the transaction that's been processed in this same My Transactions section. Okay, so now let's talk about the feature of the mobile app that makes Incodium unique and really exciting for investors: the smart compensation feature. So if hacking occurs on an exchange listed on Incodium, Incodium users can simply apply for compensation on the Incodium wallet directly. You just click on the Request Smart Compensation button, and here you can apply for exchange hacking compensation, and you'll see your user information and the consent procedure. And exchange reports are requested from Incodium to the exchange based on your app and will be accepted to Incodium via the API. And even if you don't complete all of the information and consent procedures, including registering your report, the application will still be saved onto Incodium. And you can see the corrections and progress in real time in the My Request section. And this section will show any missing information from the applicant, and that can be modified at any time via the Edit button. Once Incodium has received the request, you'll see the Complete on the status display window, and then Incodium will proceed with user and information verification. And once all verification has been completed, Incodium will pay the compensation according to the payment limit set forth in the terms. Now, modification and cancellation are possible before the stage of completion of receipt, though it cannot be modified or canceled once completed. Now, notice messages can be sent from the Incodium mobile wallet to the individual user, and that can be found in the upper right-hand corner as indicated by the red bell icon. All notices sent from the system are displayed in chronological order, and read messages can be deleted individually or in bulk. So that's the end of this quick peek at the app. There is more coming in the way of development, both with our technology, our coin, and our company, and we'll be sure to send updates along the way. But for any questions in the meantime, or if you just want to learn more about us, feel free to visit us at incodium.io, where you can contact us, read our white paper, and if watching this in time, even participate in our public sale. So until next time, take care and talk to you soon.